So my name is Amy Spencer. We have Alessia Cara on the call today. And Alessia, your new album, In the Meantime, just dropped. It's amazing. How was it different making this album versus your past few albums?
I would say, well, the writing and recording process was, of course, extremely different, just because of pandemic and everything. It was a very different experience for me. I wrote a lot of it at home, remotely, like via email back and forth or Zoom and over the phone. It was a very strange time and a very strange writing process. But I feel like I enjoyed that actually, just because I got to, rely more on myself, and be in my own space. So it was actually quite nice,
Speaking of relying on yourself, you write all your lyrics, you write all your melodies, and I heard you even played a little drums on this last album.
I did, yeah. I wrote everything myself. I've written everything on my own now, since after my first album. So Painted Growing, the last EP, this one, which is something I'm really, really proud of, and I'm glad that I was able to accomplish again. I'm always worried that I'm gonna just one day wake up and have no more ideas left. I'm like, oh, well, that had a good run, but it's still going strong, thankfully. And yeah, I played the drums for the first time on the unboxing intro. That's me playing the drums, and that was courtesy of John Levine, my friend and producer. He was like, I feel like you should play drums on this. I was like, okay. So but it worked. Yeah, he's great at pushing me to try stuff.
Personal favorite song on the album is Best Days. Love that song.
Thank
Evokes
you.
something in me. But what was the inspo behind that song?
Ooh, truck, sorry. The inspo behind that song, well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate you enjoying it. I'm glad you do. But it's kind of a heavy one. Oh my God, this truck. Living in the city. Well, speaking of living in the city, I actually wrote it one time in it was New Year's Eve, 2019. So it was about to be January 2020, and I was having like a little New Year's gathering at my apartment in the city, and I had just got this apartment. I, just invited like all my friends and family over to have like this nice celebration to bring in the new year, and I just remember feeling like, despite having everything going really well, just so sad and down, and feeling like all of, the good days that I had ever had, I just missed because I was sad all the time. And then I would look ahead of me and look into the future and think like, what if it never gets better? Like, what if I'm never gonna find joy in any day ever, And New Year's is always a funny one for me. I find it kind of like a mourning of the year before that you'll never get back, even though it's supposed to be a celebration of the new year. I always think of it as like a death of the old one, and it really makes me sad. So I, got to thinking a lot about it, and went into the studio the next day and told my friend John how I was feeling, and I had, a little bit like a part of a lyric that I was gonna put in like another song that I was working on, and he was like, no, like, let's make this its own thing, like, don't put these lyrics in another song. So we sat at the piano together, and we wrote. He played this like beautiful piano ballad instrumental, and then I wrote the lyrics.
I love it. Speaking of, we touched a little bit on your songwriting process, but what does that look like from start to finish? How does a song become a song?
I think that process changes a little bit every time for me, especially with this album, because it was so all over the place and weirdly done. But I think for me, like, I usually do like a lyric first or like a concept first, and then I also write from top to bottom usually. So except with Best Days, I wrote the chorus first, but yeah, I usually write top to bottom. Like, first word of this song is usually the first word I write down, and then I kind of just go from there. And I like to write alone too, so I, if I'm in the studio, I'll like run away into a corner or something and then write and then come back, because I'm very shy to like say my ideas out loud.
Okay, you crushed your impressions on the Tonight Show. I want to know, what is your favorite impression to do?
My favorite one, oh my gosh, I do so many of them. I just love doing them. But the latest ones I did, like the Jennifer Coolidge is one of my favorites to do. I do that way too often. And Kourtney Kardashian. I love the way Kourtney says her R's like that. It's really fun. And then, yeah, I love doing Jennifer Coolidge too. That's really fun.
I love that. And you adopted a puppy recently, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dog Cleo. She was a COVID puppy. I feel like all of us got a COVID dog, but yeah, she's my favorite thing in the world. I love her so much. She's like my best.
Yes. pandemic puppies. How has she changed your life?
Oh my God, in every way. I feel like I, have to, I guess, almost plan my life around her now. It's really funny because I'm like, oh, I got the dog, or like I have to like think about her all the time. And she's really just taught me like how to take care of something outside of myself, which in turn has helped me take care of myself, because I cannot even keep a plant alive. Like that used to be a plant that's now just a twig that I hang my masks on. Like clearly I don't know what I'm doing with plants. Except my snake plant, because snake plants don't need water or anything. But yeah, so she's just really taught me how to take care of something and to be diligent and disciplined, and to just love something.
I love that. Yeah. We're going to do a bit of a rapid fire game here. If you're down, we're going to call it a 1-word answer. And the rules are the title. Just give me 1 word for the answer. You ready?
All right.
Okay, let's do this. First question. If you weren't an artist, what would you be doing?
I would be, I have to say one answer. Teaching? Maybe?
Okay.
Or
and if you could only listen to one artist for the rest of your life, who would that artist be?
Amy Winehouse.
Ooh, good answer. Do you believe in astrology?
Yes.
What's your sign?
Cancer.
Okay. What do you think is the most unattractive quality in another person?
Arrogance.
Also a good answer. What do you think is the most attractive?
Oh, that's hard. Humor or kindness?
Oh, beautiful. I'll take 2 on that one. Yeah, what is your favorite musical?
My favorite musical? Oh, Wicked.
Love Wicked. What is your favorite social media app right now?
YouTube? Does that count? Does YouTube count?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If you could go to dinner with any celebrity, one dinner, living or dead, who would that celebrity be?
Rihanna.
Ooh. And if you had to sum up 2021 in 1 word, what word would you say?
Oh, that's a great one. Quick.
Quick. I agree. So quick.
Quick. Way too fast. Like, where was this energy in 2020? I don't understand.
Right? Well, that is it for me. Those are all my questions for you. Thank you for taking time out of your day today and to chat with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for talking to me.
Virgin Radio.